I'm with the team of Tanhaji, the Unsung Warrior. Thank you so much for talking to us. And firstly, sir, congratulations are in order. The film has opened to over 15 crores on day one. People are not only critics, but the audiences are really appreciating your work, Saif's work, and the fact that the VFX has blown everyone's mind off. You must be elated, at the same time perhaps relieved?
Yeah, I think both elated and relieved. Feeling more humble, because the more people praise, the more you feel, you thank them and you thank God that, the whole team who's worked so hard in the film, it's paying off,
Right.
4 years of hard work is not easy.
Absolutely. So, I was going through all the films that you've actually backed, and you are perhaps one of the most underrated producers. You've backed very unorthodox films, be it Shivai, Raju Chacha, You, Me or Hum. Perhaps some have worked, some have not worked at the same time, but you've, really pushed the envelope. And in this film, it's the VFX. Is there something in mind when you actually, perhaps hear a script?
The idea of producing films is that want to achieve what others are not trying to achieve. I'm not saying can't achieve, trying to achieve, I would say, because as I said, when Om came with the script,
Right.
the script had so much of drama and emotion, and all it needed was that push that it should be taken to the level it has gone. So for that, I needed to push them, and I needed to make them work hard, all of us, for 4 years, and create something. So when we were doing all the kind of technology being used and things like this, I don't think anybody would have want to or tried to do it, because it needs a lot of hard work, and given the budget of the film, because it's not that we've overspent on the film. The budget of the film is normal, like any other big Bollywood film. So achieving in that is great, and done by all Indians only.
Absolutely. Apart from all the praises, there is one thing that a lot of people have pointed out about the historical inaccuracies. What would you have to say about that?
I haven't heard of many of the inaccuracies. However, see, when you're making a historical film or anything that is based on history, there are so many things that are there in the history. We are calling it the unsung warrior, right? The reason we're saying it unsung warrior is because he is the unsung warrior. There's not much known. Not many people have written about Subedar Tanhaji Malusare, right? So you have to go to different books, you have to go to different historians, and every historian has their own point of view. So you kind of draw what you want through the narrative.
Most of the historians are contradicting each other also. So who decides what's right and wrong? We have tried to be as close as possible by picking up logically from every historian what we felt was right. So I think there is no judge that this is right or this is wrong. And apart from that also, when you create a drama, in history you've written that the fort was won. That his son was getting married, he left. He was so close to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. But what were the scenes between them? What happened? How was the fort won? What was the war? All that is not there. That you have to imagine, right? So there would be people. I mean, if we followed one history book and the other disagrees, then somebody will disagree. So we can't do anything about that. As long as the spirit of Tanhaji and the spirit of history is achieved, and it gives you a high that what a great sacrifice and what a great achievement this was. Not the film, the person. I think we've achieved.
Absolutely. And you are aiming at making, the Unsung Warrior a franchise. So what can we expect next? And are you only going to be, talking about,
When I speak about Unsung Warrior, it could be from today's times, somebody from the society who's fighting against all odds and has made a difference to the society, and we don't know much about. That's why unsung.
Right.
I think the best compliment I read was Tanhaji's Unsung No More.
Wow.
That's the most beautiful, and that is what we wanted to achieve, and that's what we've achieved, I think.
Absolutely.
I got goosebumps when you said that.
No, I read that yesterday somewhere.
Right, absolutely. Well, what a way to celebrate your 100th film. Of course, the audiences are calling you a jack of all trades, because you can do comedy so well, romance, and now even, something like a period drama, which is so difficult to achieve. What do you have planned for the next decade, and is there anything that you would like to achieve?
I don't know about next year, you're talking about next decade. No, I go by the day. Right now I'm shooting for a film called Maidan, which I feel is brilliantly shaping up. There's a film Bhuj, there's Chanakya, there's Golmaal, so there's lots on plate.
And of course, Singham.
After Golmaal, hopefully, because right now we can do only one out of the two.
Absolutely. So there are also rumors that you are collaborating with Bhansali once again. How true is that? And if you could perhaps hint at something?
We're talking about it right now. It's nothing is confirmed. So when it gets confirmed, I'll let you know.
What are your thoughts on students being attacked by masked goons?
Look, I've said this earlier also that we don't know who's attacked. Right now, yesterday we read about that some people have been booked. So till you don't have proper information, if you follow all I say is violence is not the solution. We need to believe in the justice of the country, and things will sort itself out. So you need to have patience. You need to trust each other. You need to trust yourself, and it's basically a country is like one house, one home, and there are fights in a house. Everybody, husband, wife fight, father, mother fight, kids fight. Eventually we all get together, and when we fight at home, we don't use violence. We argue, right? So this is how it should be. It should be arguments all fine. I think the solution is not violence, and patience is very important, and a belief is very important.
Right. So Deepika recently was a part of the protests in JNU. However, it became a very political saga where, people were talking about boycotting Chapak, and many political leaders were distributing free tickets to Tanhaji. Do you think it's unfair to bring films into something like this?
See, everybody's got a right to stand for whatever they want to stand. People will talk. Right. Sometimes there are advantages taken. So I have no right to comment on what you should do and what you should not do. But at the end of the day, it does not matter. It does not matter. I mean, if your film is working, it's working. I mean, I don't think it affected Chapak also. Yes. I mean, people have gone and seen the film. So I think these are all things you should not bother about. That's it.
Absolutely. Well, all the best for your film, and we're really looking forward to perhaps 100 more of yours. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.